Vickie. Welcome to Make Life Special and another visit with Vickie in the kitchen. Tonight I'm serving pasta on the porch and I'm making Speedy Ziti. To start with, I need to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet. And while that's melting, I have a large pot of water boiling. And I'm going to add to the water 1 pound of ziti. Before I add this though, I always want to make certain that I add a tablespoon or so of oil to the boiling water and about a tablespoon of salt. If you fail to add the salt, your pasta will have very little flavor, so be sure you add the salt. Now I'm going to stir this into the boiling water. And as soon as this comes back to a boil, I'm going to set the timer for 11 minutes. Alright, butter is melting. And as soon as the butter melts, we're going to cook 1 medium chopped onion. And this will take just a couple of minutes to cook. I'm going to go ahead and add the onion. Okay, give this another stir. The flavors of this pasta are absolutely wonderful. I want to remind you that the recipe can be found on the website, makelifespecial.com, so you don't have to write everything down today. And you can print out the step-by-step photos from the website, as well as just print out the recipe if you don't want all the pictures. Okay, just another quick minute with the onion sauteing. Now this has come to a boil, so I'm going to set the timer for 11 minutes. Now the sauce won't take that long to cook, so we'll take a pause as soon as we get the sauce ready and then come back and finish the pasta dish off once the pasta is done. Okay, the onions I think are ready to add the rest to it. At this point, we're going to turn my heat down just a little bit. Stir in 1 tablespoon of Dijon Mustard and 2 tablespoons of flour. And you do need to make sure your heat is low when you do this, because you don't want the flour to burn. You just want it to mix in and get ready to be the thickening agent for your sauce. Just stir that around. Smells so good. The next step is to add 2 cups of chicken broth, and you want to make certain that you use low sodium chicken broth in this recipe. And at this step, I'm going to use my whisk, which is one of my all-time favorite kitchen utensils, and slowly add the chicken broth, whisking it around. And now I can start to turn my heat back up just a little bit, because I want the flour to thicken this as it cooks. And again, remember to keep whisking that so you don't have anything stick to the bottom of the pan. Now let that simmer for just a second. And I'm going to turn the heat up enough where this is going to come to a full simmer. I think I'll give the pasta a quick stir to make certain it's not sticking to the pan. It's going to be good. Okay, and we'll just continue to whisk this around. And as it comes up to temperature, we're going to be able to see that it starts to thicken up a little bit. Now once this thickens up, then we're going to be adding 1/4 a cup of fresh chopped parsley. And I do have a success secret video out there on how to chop fresh herbs quickly. So you might want to check that out. But we have 1/4 a cup of fresh chopped parsley and 1/4 a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And this was actually 2 fresh lemons squeezed. And then We're also going to stir in one 10-ounce package of frozen peas that have been thawed. And feel free, if you have fresh peas in your garden during the summer months, to use fresh peas, but this is 10 ounces. And then at the very end, we'll stir in the chicken that has already been cooked. So this will be about 1.5 cups of stewed chicken that we'll be stirring into the sauce at the very end. Then we'll drain the pasta and add it to the sauce, toss it all up, and we're good to go. Okay, now this is starting to come to a simmer, and it is actually starting to thicken up. I want to let it thicken at this stage quite a bit. And I hope you can see that it is boiling. And continue to whisk so nothing sticks to the pan. Now we're going to go ahead and add 1/4 cup lemon juice, 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. Whisk that in. And the 10 ounces of peas. And I just let these set out at room temperature for, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 minutes and that's to thaw. Let that, stir that all in. Now at this point I want to hit this with a little freshly ground pepper and stir that up again, and then I'm going to add the chicken to this. Smells wonderful. Okay, I'm going to add the chicken, and I have already cooked this. And give that a good stir. Now you can see how the sauce is thick and how colorful it is. And trust me, it's really delicious. Well, we're back. The ziti is done, and I've drained it well, and I'm going to add it into the sauce. And then I'm going to take you out on our porch and show you how I plan to serve this evening. Just going to give this a quick toss and stir. Now at this point I also want to hit this with a little bit more salt and pepper just to finish it off. This is going to be so good. Grab the salt. And there you have it, Speedy Ziti with all the wonderful flavors of summer. Hi, welcome back to our Pasta on the Porch dinner. I wanted to share the table setting with you and talk just a little bit about a few of the tricks that I've used here tonight to create this. First of all, the centerpiece I chose these are actually 3 lanterns that are designed to be hung, but I loved the colors of them so much and I thought I could use them in the center of the table. But I always like to have a little bit of difference in the height when I have candles on the table, and to create this tonight, I'll show you how I did this. I just used a book from the house, just a regular book. Put it in the center of the table. I took one of the coordinating napkins to cover that up, and then just set the little candles around. And I loved the colors of the lanterns because I thought they coordinated with the pasta dishes that I'm using tonight. We're serving white wine tonight for our Pasta on the Porch dinner, so these are a typical white wine glass. I've plated the Speedy Ziti, and we're ready to eat our Speedy Ziti Pasta on the Porch dinner. Remember, let's make life special by sharing great food with our family and friends. Enjoy!